Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jai Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. It's been a minute because I have actually been traveling. So I went to Los Angeles. We hung out with my mom and family. I had some amazing friends come over. We had a cacao ceremony. It was amazing. I can't wait to do that again. I want to do more of that. Just, had a good time and had enough time to take a break and feel ready to get back at it. So I'm excited to be back. Thank you for your patience. I tried like going live and doing the weekly, but it just like was not going to happen. And it's okay. Sometimes I'm a total workaholic because I love what I do. And so when I'm home, I'm like nonstop. Everything like is, scheduled around work for me, and I love it. It's my creative space. It's where I get to really truly be myself. So I do thrive in that, but I tend to overdo it. And so when I go and I take breaks and I go on like vacation, I have to kind of force myself to pause and tell myself it's okay, So just happy to be here, happy to be back. And holy moly, I came back just in time for this powerful full moon in Taurus that is happening tomorrow. I'm already feeling the energy. I'm sure you can tell from my voice and like my face and all this stuff. But the craziest thing is that yesterday our plan was to leave at 8 in the morning. So I live in Arizona, but I'm about like 9 hours away from my mom's house in LA. And so the plan was to leave yesterday at like 8 in the morning, to leave early because we were going to go see people in Sedona and clients in Sedona on the way back home. And then we had to like do this like whole thing to take a bunch of things home because we're also building a house. And my mom had all this like things that she wasn't using. We got these like awesome huge windows, which is amazing, and things like that. And so we had to pack the car. So it took us kind of like a while to do that. And then all of a sudden it was like 1 p.m. and we're like, we're hungry. And we're like still going at it. We didn't get out of there until like 5 p.m. or something crazy like that. And then we had to go have dinner. And then we had to go see my brother on our way out. So we literally ended up leaving yesterday at like 8 p.m. My husband drove until 2 a.m. We slept at a truck stop, a rest stop, which was actually kind of fun for me because I mean, I love curling up, and we have a bed in the van, and it was fun. It was like a little camping adventure. And then we woke up around like 8 in the morning, and actually it was almost 9, and we started making our way. So I literally got here 30 minutes before my Moon Goddess training level 3 practice session 5. We have one more practice after this. So I came straight to work, just finished that, and now I'm here doing this live broadcast. So I am amazed. Like, where is all this energy coming from? I don't know. Must be the full moon. But anyways, I do want to say thank you guys for being here. Again, thank you for supporting the channel. Please say hi in the chats. I love the live interaction. I will be live tomorrow. We're going to do our ceremony. And then I'm also going to do sometime during the day the human design transit reading for this full moon. So today we're going to do the astrology. Tomorrow during the day, we're going to do the human design. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to do the ceremony and also play some songs, sing some original songs. Should be awesome fun. And yeah, so if you're here watching live, thank you. Please subscribe if you're new, and then welcome to all the new subscribers. Hello, Mary. Welcome in. And check out all the links below. We have some really awesome stuff. I'm going to officially announce my holiday reading package on the 19th, which is the day that Pluto enters into Aquarius. So look out for that. But this holiday package includes a 30-minute reading and a copy of my book, Seasons and Stargates, your annual astrology guide for 2024 and 2025. So we still have plenty of the astrological year to go till we get to Aries season next year. I'm working on the next book. I'm working on next year's book, which is super awesome. I want this to be a yearly thing. But yeah, so we are doing this holiday package reading for only $108. So here's what I want to tell you about that. And I should probably add it to the description. I will add it to the description as soon as this video is over. But basically, I want to tell you that right now, because Pluto's entering Aquarius, we're like entering into a new world. Things are changing massively, drastically. I'm sure we're seeing things are flying. They're flying at us, and we're having to like maneuver and like, can you stay on board? Don't sink under the water. Don't go under the water. Stay on top, ride the wave, get your little surfboard and do the magic, because that's what's going to help you like move through this. It is crazy. It is wild. It is, engaging. It's activating. It's also a lot, and it's also dense and heavy and sometimes light and exciting. And so, yeah, we just have to keep riding these waves. Hello, Olga. Welcome in. So that's the key. And along with all this stuff that's happening right now, have you not noticed that people are like waking up? People are waking up. Like, so many more people are curious about like things like their astrology and like their gene keys and, their human design and their strategy. And it's like, they want to learn what it's like, to understand themselves at a deeper level. And it's like everywhere. I see it everywhere. And so I wanted to offer this holiday package thinking about, those, friends and family that are kind of waking up and wanting to know more information about themselves. And I want to be of service in that way. So if you want to, hello, Jessica, welcome in. Good to see you. It's been a while. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to post the link below in the description by the end of this broadcast so that you guys can click on that. And yes, actually, I think I might be able to post it in the chat right now for those of you that are curious Georges. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, that is what I wanted to tell you guys about. And can you believe that we are basically now kind of officially in holiday season. It's pretty crazy, right? I'm like, wow. Halloween came and went, you know? Yeah, it is what it is. Sorry, trying to multitask right now because I had to log into my Stripe to get the code as a code. Yeah, this is like, like I said, I've been traveling. There's a lot going on. Literally just arrived today. I've been working since I got back. Didn't even get a chance to unpack or anything. So this is why the link is not ready. So here we go. Let's see if I can add it to the description of the video, but I'm going to have to go into YouTube again. But how are you guys doing? Dude, how was this week for you? Can you believe that literally next week Pluto enters Aquarius? Hello, Colette. Welcome in. All right, here we go. Edit title and description. Here we go. Holiday package. So you guys are going to get to kind of get this a little early. So it's 30-minute reading with Jai Gobind. And this is hilarious. And copy of my book, Seasons and Stargates. Okay. There it is. All right, so here we go. So it'll be, I'm going to save this, and then if you refresh, you'll be able to see it. So thank you. Thank you for your patience with that, you guys. All right. The final countdown. But let's dive right in because we are ready to go right up now. Just kidding. Okay. So full moon in Taurus is happening tomorrow, November 15th, 2024. It's happening at 25 or 24 degrees, 0 minutes of Taurus. It is amazing because the moon, hello Ping, welcome, is exalted in the sign of Taurus, and she is going to feel good. This is like grounding energy, balancing, stabilizing, secure feeling. And it's like we feel so much more emotionally stable during a time like this, which can be obviously, it's a very, very positive thing. However, this moon is making a conjunction to Uranus, which shakes up that sense of stability. But we've been dealing with Uranus and Taurus for a while now. So it's like not anything new. And so it can be like exciting because it can bring in new ways of grounding, like having to find new ways of like finding security and grounding yourself in your life. So Taurus does invite us to ground ourselves, but it also invites us to connect to what we value and what is important to us. And we are having, like I said, with Uranus, having to find new ways to do that. So reevaluation of the values of the things that are important to you. In general, a full moon is going to heighten the emotions. So it's going to make everything seem like it's louder, like it's more intense, like we are more emotional. My energy feels very high right now. And you're already feeling I even went outside to get something from the car a little while ago, and it's like so bright out there because the moon is here, basically. It's going to conjunct your natal Jupiter. Wow, that's wild. Very cool. So this is a full moon. So it's a time of celebration. It's a time of completion. It's the ending of a cycle. And what we're receiving from the new moon that we had 2 weeks ago, which was in the sign of Scorpio. Let's take a look at the actual astrology of this moon. Excuse me. And I'll show you exactly where we see this and what are the important aspects and transits that are affecting this energy. So first of all, we have the moon right over here. It is making a conjunction to Uranus, like they're just a degree apart. So this is a strong conjunction. That means that Uranus brings in change, revolution, uniqueness, nervous system kind of waking up, Kundalini rising, revolutionary energy, all these things that bring in change, and it's uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable, but this is what this moon is calling for us mainly. And then on the other side, we have the sun. And because the sun and the moon are opposing, that is when we see a full moon. Hello, Venus. Welcome in the astrology wheel. But we have to look at what else is happening. The first thing that I want to look at is which planet rules Taurus, because this is a full moon in Taurus. And if you look at the planet that is ruling this energy, you're going to get some insight into what this energy feels like. So far we have exciting, activating, rising, revolutionary, calling us to be uniquely ourselves. All of that is the Uranus influence here, finding new ways of grounding ourselves, the future, a new world, basically, a new world. Wow, I love that. So now let's look at Venus. So the first thing of Venus is that she is in Capricorn at 4 degrees. So Venus in Capricorn doesn't necessarily feel at her best, because Capricorn is the realm of Saturn, and Saturn can feel restricting. And so Venus represents what we truly desire, though. So Capricorn is about desiring things that are of really important value to you. It is about desiring more like status symbols, money, control, stability, the kind of stability that comes through like commitment and dedication. Those things are very important. And this is not a bad thing. It's just not the most like easy flowing kind of comfortable space for Venus, but it's totally cool to want and to want this, to want more stability, to want more grounding, to want more commitment, to want to be, in relationship with people that like have the same values as you, to want to be ambitious about your future, and like, no, I got goals, so if you don't match these goals, like, I got to move on, so that kind of thing. But the interesting thing about Venus right now, she is the evening star, and she is getting brighter and brighter in the evening sky, which is all about connecting to the celestial frequency of Venus, which is the angelic realm. So there is a higher frequency to this Venus. She's elevating us to the highest ideals of wherever she is in the astrology wheel. So right now, she's in Capricorn, elevating this desire for like having things together, and commitment. And the thing that's interesting about this is that she is making a T-square to the nodes, pretty much exact. 1 degree away. So she makes the exact square. I need to get a tissue. Sorry. Oh, I have tissues right here. Yes. Okay. I love the preparedness. So Venus is making a square to the nodes, which is very significant because she's the ruler of this moon. Okay. And because she's the ruler, whatever she does is affecting the energy, is dispositing the energy of this moon. What does it mean to T-square the nodes? It's karmic. Whenever there's a T-square to the nodes, you're like standing in the middle of the path. The path goes forward, but you can also look back at where you came from. You can go backwards or you can go forwards. The timeline is like you kind of choose, you know, you can stay stuck in the past or you can decide to move forward into the future. The future and our destiny right now collectively, but also like individually in our own chart, has to do with Aries. And Aries is the warrior, the one that like fights for what it believes in, the one that's like has a lot of energy. It's Mars ruled. It's about taking action. It's about feeling good. And it's about feeling comfortable in our skin. And that's the direction to which we're supposed to be going. We're supposed to be moving away from South Node Libra, codependent relationships, you know, relationships that hold us back from like us being truly ourselves. If you can't have the freedom and the independence and like to be yourself, it's going to hold you back and you're going to feel very held back and uncomfortable in those relationships. So those are not the right relationships right now. So we're taking a moment right at this full moon to check in with how we're doing in relationships with this like nodal axis. Plus she rules the moon. Hello, Lish, welcome in. She rules the moon and she also rules the south node right now. So she's dispositing the energy of both through this frequency of Capricorn. And what's interesting there is that we literally just saw we're going to see, so today's the last day of Saturn retrograde. On the day of the full moon, Saturn goes direct, and he goes direct right before. So during the full moon, he's officially direct, and all these like karmic lessons that we've been working on with the Saturn retrograde, we're like ready to be like, okay, I got it. I got the lesson. I figured it out. I know I have to be more responsible. I know there's consequences to my actions. I'm more mature. I'm taking responsibility, and let's go forward. So there's a connection there with Venus in Capricorn, Saturn going direct, her being the ruler of the moon, you know, her also being the ruler of the south node. This is like intertwined in the realm of relationship, in the realm of commitment, in the realm of responsibility. I feel like these are good things put together, but it feels difficult because it's a T-square, and squares challenge us to act. You can't just sit there. Like, it's the pressure that like breaks, you know, that cracks the egg. It's like the pressure that like it doesn't go away until you resolve it, until you deal with it. So that's why on one end it's like, yes, it's this beautiful full moon in Taurus that's exalted, and on the other end it's like, well, there's heaviness here too. But you can use that excitement and that like new world exciting energy to like go into the new world next week as Pluto enters Aquarius with this newfound sense of like responsibility, commitment, devotion, and excitement for the future. So I feel like this is really beautiful. Plus, it's kind of within orb, like around there, where you also see a trine to Pluto. C24. Yeah, it's within orb. So this moon is also making a trine to Pluto. And that's cool because, like I just mentioned, Pluto is going to be entering Aquarius officially on the 19th, and then everything's going to change. It has been already changing. We've been like dipping our toes into Aquarius, but this time it's going to be solid. And Aquarius is a fixed sign. So it's like you're going to be locked in tight into this new world frequency that's going to be underlying all of our collective experiences for the next 20 years. So these things are all interrelated. So I like the trine to Pluto because it's like, go deeper. The answers are found within. The answers that, you know, the truth, Pluto, Scorpionic, we're still in Scorpio season. and Pluto rules Scorpio season. So he's like dispositing the energy of the sun. So it's this huge season. Like, this is not your normal Scorpio season. This is like, there's major stuff happening right now. Pay attention in your life. Like, what's happening? Do you sense something? Because I totally feel like things are starting to feel more positive for me in my own personal life. And it's amazing. It's like, oh, thank God, because it's been heavy and it's been hard. But yes, we are definitely here to surrender to new change, to go deeper. It's like trust. The truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. And it's so much better to live in truth than to like hide, There's another beautiful aspect too. It is a sextile to Neptune from the moon. So the moon is like conjunct Uranus, trining Pluto, sextiling Neptune, that enhances our intuition. Saturn's going direct. All of these are positive things. So that bring in more ease and flow. So the difficult challenge truly is this T-square from Venus to the nodes. Yeah, I know. I'm really excited about it too. At the same time, you do have the opposition from Mars to Pluto. And Mars has gone into shadow, and he will be going retrograde, I believe, when he gets to 7 degrees. So like sometime in December 6th, I think, he officially goes retrograde. So the momentum, it's weird because Mars is in shadow and the momentum is supposed to be slowing down. He hasn't officially gone into retrograde, but I feel like the momentum is going forward. It's really weird. And I think that maybe it's because if you're aligned in the right way at this time during this like crazy shift, you feel you're on like the kind of fast-paced quantum timeline, instead of like the slow, like nothing's happening, in my life. Oh God, sluggishness. I don't feel that at all right now. Maybe I'll feel it more in December, but right now I'm like, no, things are kind of like, they're starting to look more positive, and they're starting to like really flow. And I feel that easy flow, and I like it. I feel excited about it. But there is an opposition here, and this opposition can be like volatile, intense. It can bring in that frustration. It's like pushing us to act, trying to make us find, more balance in our lives, balancing action with non-action. And it's like there's a dance. We're like right in the middle of the dance. But I feel like it is a beautiful thing. And so that's what I would say is really the most significant. The other big thing is there is an opposition from Mercury to Jupiter. It's not exact at this point. It will be exact in a few days. But this is like new ideas, a big mind, like big ideas, big exciting, like I want this, or oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, and these energies are like bringing in the ideas that will be acted out, that we're going to actually do and create and manifest in our lives with the material world, with like physical action. But at this point, it's like the ideas are springing to life is what I'm getting. And it's big ideas. So you do have to find the balance between like, gosh, oh, suddenly I just got all stuffy. You do have to find the balance between what feels like the right idea, and then what is like, okay, that's too big. Like make it a little bit more feasible, But other than that, there's a lot of excitement, Hey Jill, welcome. Yes. So those are the things that are standing out to me right now about this chart. So I personally feel very, very positive about this. So with a Uranus conjunction to this moon, we have to expect the unexpected. There's no predicting how we will feel or what we will want. And at the same time, We are changing our values and realizing that there are new things that are more important to us than before. We are going to feel emotionally sensitive and our intuition will be heightened. In fact, Uranus can also make us feel electric or like our nervous system is tingling with information. We can also feel more empathetic of others and compassionate. We are healing through the mind, through what we think, believe, and express. This is a deep healing frequency, and we must focus on trusting our heart to guide our actions. And the stargates that this full moon is activating are that of Hathor, Algol, Orion, and Ophiuchus. So there's like a lot of energy going on at the same time. Hathor is the great cosmic mother. In the ancient initiatic path, she taught us about the universe, the cosmos, astrology, and how we can use astrology to help us navigate our lives here on Earth. This is a very nurturing and loving frequency. Hathor holds us, sings to us, and reminds us of how beautiful our world is and how beautiful we are. If we expand our minds, Orion, we may be able to hear her singing light codes at this time. Oh, I definitely feel it. New mysteries of Ophiuchus are being uncovered and unearthed at this time, and we are facing our shadows with the algal energy. So the universe is communicating with us in really, really powerful ways. And the chakra and the system of the body that this moon activates is the feet and the ankles and our muscular system. And this means it is asking us to know our path, to know where we step, and to use our strength to move in that direction. How you walk on earth is everything. And this moon is a powerful reminder to walk our unique path, putting one foot in front of the other, trusting that we will be taken care of and always guided in the right direction. And that's directly from my book, what I wrote about this full moon last year. And I do feel this. I feel Hathor like light codes majorly right now. I feel all of those stargates like really strong right now. It feels good. It feels like energy is here. It's vibrant. It's alive. And it's exciting because it's an exciting future with like that Pluto looming, getting ready to move into Aquarius. So let's talk about the gene key that this moon is activating. And this gene key is the 23rd gene key. So the 23rd gene key goes from the shadow of complexity, so trying to make things complicated, complicating things, to the gift of simplicity. So from complexity to simplicity, like it's asking us to transmute the shadow of complexity to the gift of simplicity. Like stop making things so complicated. Things can be simpler than you think. And then it takes us into the city of quintessence. So we're going to read about what is quintessence, like what does that mean? And the descriptive phrase of this gene key is the alchemy of simplicity, and it's part of the ring of life and death. All right, so here we go. The 23rd city, quintessence. I literally got stuffy as this. I sneezed and then it got stuffy, and here we go. This is my life when this happens to me. It'll go away in a little while. Okay, this is cool though. And I'm reading from the Gene Keys book. If you don't know what the Gene Keys are, go to genekeys.com, pull your hologenetic profile and start reading and get this book and start studying your gene keys. If you want to step into like your purpose, like what you're supposed to be doing, the karmic work that you're here to work through, the core wound that you're here to heal, how to activate prosperity in your life, the gene keys are 100% where you're going to find all of that in a really beautiful, divine feminine, yin-like master way of like understanding things. It's phenomenal. So quintessence, the Buddha fever. At the highest level, the 23rd gift gives way to the city of quintessence. Quintessence is a word that derives mainly from ancient and medieval philosophy. It refers to the so-called magical fifth element, or ether, that was believed to be inherent in all things. At the level of the 64 cities, words are vibrations rather than words with single specific meanings. This word, quintessence, carries secrets within it that give us many clues about the highest aspect of this 23rd gene key. The 23rd city has an alchemical flavor to it. At a metaphoric level, this refers to the ability to extract gold from base metal, the goal of all alchemy. Therefore, people with this city are able to touch the gold hidden within other human beings. Oh, I love that. This gene key is part of one of my only defined channel. It's insane. Therefore, they can transmit the power of the awakened state through a word or a look or a gesture. Ooh, this is the Midas touch. Every person has a unique key that opens them to higher states of consciousness. And the people of this city hold all the keys. They do not necessarily know that they hold the keys. They simply respond spontaneously to each person. And in so doing, they touch the core of that person. These are highly unpredictable people, as the ancient Chinese name for this archetype suggests the city is about splitting people apart. At the frequency of the cities, thought is revealed for what it is, atomic energy. Every thought that is not absolutely necessary instantaneously undergoes a process of nuclear fission. It splits apart and releases its pure organic energy into the physical aura of the being. At the highest frequency, the splitting apart refers to the separation of your inner essence from all the illusion of your separateness. Anyone in acidic state undergoes a process of alchemical transformation. In the earlier stages of the acidic state, your physiology undergoes a deep genetic transmutation. This change is caused primarily by the fallout from the splitting apart of your thoughts. The entire body often undergoes a period of profound physical sensation, sometimes experienced as pleasure and sometimes as pain, while the continuity of your thinking is destroyed. Once the dust has settled, what remains is the quintessence. Hello, Capricorn 1 Tarot. Consciousness itself, speaking or acting through the shell of the personality. This is the true explanation of the secrets hinted at by alchemy, that the physical body itself contains the seed of all the Siddhic consciousnesses. It is concealed in your DNA and controlled by a hidden timing mechanism that is utterly spontaneous and out of your individual reach. There is no way for you to trigger this event because it lies beyond the reach of your mind, and anything you try to do to encourage the event actually gets in the way of your natural process. In the same way that the 23rd shadow unconsciously blurts out its inappropriate expression, so the higher consciousness suddenly and unexpectedly detonates within your body. Because your awakening is acausal, in other words, beyond human intervention, there can never exist a technology of enlightenment. Enlightenment is beyond the grasp of technique, lying thankfully within the realm of eternal mystery. The 23rd city represents the transcendence of the right-hand path and the left-hand path. This is why the Buddha has referred to it as the middle way. I love this, you guys. Wow, it's your freaking purpose, life purpose sphere, Jessica. Yes, love that. So, the middle way, the left-hand path is that of science, which can only go as far as paradox, the absolute limit of scientific or logical thinking. The right-hand path is that of the artist or the poet, and although this path comes closer to the center than the scientist, it too also falls short. The poet moves beyond the mind and strives to approach the mystery through his or her heart. But heart and soul are bound by the limits of their own longing, and even though they may taste the center for short periods, they fall short of the ultimate. The third way is that of the mystic, who neither takes the path of seeking nor the path of longing. The mystic enters bodily into the mystery itself, not seeking resolution or acting out of thirst for truth. The mystic holds such deep respect for the mystery that he or she has no agenda or need to understand it, but simply revels in the mystery of the ultimate, drinking it in through the pores of his or her being. Only the mystic can extract the quintessence from the ultimate. He or she simply enters the narrow gate in the state of wonder. The sheer beauty of the ultimate realization is that it is always discovered by mistake. After realization has occurred to someone, they can see that there are simple conditions for awakening and, like the Buddha, they can point out to the exact nature of those conditions. However, the awakened one also knows that these conditions must come about in their own way, rather than becoming synthetic goals or targets for future seekers. Herein lies the dilemma of the awakened one. How many people will be led astray by the teachings? And would it be better to say nothing? But if just one person intuitively grasps the Dharma, the teachings, then it will be worth all those who have gone astray. The real power of the 23rd city is therefore in its direct transmission in the flesh. The words that emerge from this city are phenomenally potent at the moment of their utterance. Once the 23rd city has fully dawned inside a person, they become an alchemical agent. Like quicksilver, they bind themselves to people and find their way into the cracks within the mental structure. Around such a person, you will undergo a series of spontaneous simplifications as the continued presence of their aura slowly begins to extract the quintessence from the dross placed within you by your culture and conditioning. As a recipient of this vibration, you will inevitably go through a complete deconstruction, which may be difficult for you. Like all such alchemical processes, it can be extremely dangerous to your mental health unless you complete the entire process. This 23rd city is a custodian of the sacred of truth. Wow. This is this moon, you guys. This is what this moon is calling up. Trust your own inner path before any external teaching or teacher. In the case of the Buddha, many millions of Buddhas have followed his teachings, and very few have been able to read between the words and extract the living quintessence. However, the truths left by the great masters are far easier to embody than your mind believes. To follow the mystical path is to surrender utterly to that which is within you, no matter where it leads you. The middle way is not, as it sounds, a delicate path treading between the opposites. It is a path of complete abandon that is formed at each foot as each foot falls before you. It is a path sculpted from the void, untrodden by anyone before you, and therefore without law, rhyme, nor reason. To walk this path, you will have to dig deep within yourself and revel in that true quintessence that only you can recognize. This is the Buddha fever. Whoa. You know, I have this gene key prominent in my chart. In my human design, it's part of one of my only channels that is defined. So this is why it's prominent. It's like a big deal because it defines my ajna in my throat. But it is I've read this gene key many times. And just today I got a new realization about it. I felt it as I was reading now I understand what quintessence truly means. It's like the magic that exists, that is there when everything else has been like released and you've like fully stepped into this place. And that way he describes the middle path, the middle way is like, whoa, because it's not about balance. It's I know, me too. It's literally about like, taking the road less traveled. And that has made all the difference. That's one of my favorite poems that I had to memorize in high school. I still remember that line. And I always say that. I always use it for some reason. Take the path less traveled. I've always been like, yeah, like I don't even know why, but there's something about it. This is individual circuitry. So that does make sense. Individual circuitry is about like going in your own way, doing things yourself. Like no one else can tell you. You're not here to be influenced and all that stuff. So there is a rebel aspect to this, which is perfect because of the conjunction to Uranus. Uranus is like right here. Take the road less traveled. Take your own road. That's the road less traveled. It's like you don't copy anybody. You don't do what anybody else is doing. You do your own thing. And this takes us all in the direction of like discovering new things, discovering our quintessence. Dude, I am very, very, very excited about this full moon. I hope that you're like liking and loving this energy. And welcome back. It's been a nice little break, but I am happy to be back, and I will be back tomorrow full force. I got 2 broadcasts to catch up with. So we'll see you tomorrow night for the ceremony. We'll play some songs, tune into the energy. Like I love playing music, and excited to do that tomorrow and to pull some cards and do an Akashic reading for this full moon and see what, I can feel it. Like what is the quintessence that we'll feel tomorrow during this ceremony, and what's the message going to be? It's going to be really beautiful. So I hope to see you there. Thank you for being here and watching this video. Share it out on social media. Check out all the links below. Give the video a thumbs up. I am now officially announcing the holiday package. So it's like a 30-minute reading. It is a 30-minute reading, and it comes with my book, Seasons and Stargates, your annual astrology guide. If you want to purchase the book and a 30-minute reading, it is available. Once you refresh this video, it'll be in the description. It's going to be the first link that's there. So you can purchase both the reading and the book for a friend, or you can purchase the reading for one person and send the book to somebody else, or you can purchase the reading and the book for yourself. So check it out. It's a really cool deal, really awesome deal. My 30-minute readings themselves are $108, and then I charge, the book is $44.44 plus shipping. So you're definitely basically getting the book for free if you get the reading. So check it out. Happy holidays. I'm going to start saying that now because it is time. It's that time of the year. And I hope you guys have an amazing and beautiful day. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Sat Nam.